6 cars in the driveway. The single cab is making me want a single cab. We got 6 cars in the driveway now, but yeah. So we'll be talking about getting rid of 2 of the vehicles and going down to 2, maybe, or at least getting rid of 1. First I gotta fix them. I'm gonna go clean up that rental car because I gotta drop that rental car back up at 6. So I'm gonna do a full cleaning on that because we dirty it. We were eating in it and everything. So, and it was already a little dirty. I'm gonna leave my little business card up in there and all that. So I gotta do that, and then we'll get to which cars we're getting rid of. I mean, pretty sure y'all would know by now. All right, so finally I can finish up this video. I've been super busy, and it's been a whole lot of rain. So I just got finished cutting the grass. So I gotta go ahead and move everything back, and I can tell y'all which ones I am getting rid of. Alright, so obviously y'all saw the other video about the G8 being fixed. Everything's been good. Whenever I get a chance, hopefully soon, I'll be cleaning up the outside. The G8 is so dirty right now, it is ridiculous. The Grand Prix. So I barely start the Grand Prix. That's why the battery probably need to be charged up again. I'm about to park it behind that truck. But sadly, this is the car that I'm gonna clean it up and list it on the website. Not the website, I'm tripping. I'm gonna clean it up and list it online. I'm gonna be putting it on Facebook Market, and I'm gonna be getting rid of the Grand Prix. So for the ones that watch my channel and y'all subscribe for the Grand Prix, I'm sorry. I didn't finish it. I wanted to finish it, and like I'm about to explain, it's just I had to be realistic with myself. It's been a year, and I haven't finished it to where it's running and driving. I know people subscribe to me because I had got the Grand Prix, and I'll tell y'all why I decided to just go ahead and get rid of it. The car, obviously, it runs and everything. It runs. If somebody buy it, they would have to trailer it. But so if you remember about a year ago, it's been about a year, I bought the Grand Prix, right? I bought it, it didn't have no transmission, it just had the motor in it. We didn't know what was all wrong with it. And honestly, I bought it as a project, knowing that there was gonna be a lot of things that I would have to do. Well, I didn't think it was gonna be this much. But just knowing that there was gonna be a couple of things I was gonna have to do to get it running. So we got the transmission in. Y'all can go, and there's a video on that when Gus putting the transmission in, and I helped him out a little bit. We got the transmission in. Once I got it in, I started driving it, and then from there, we fixed the power steering. The power steering was leaking, fixed that, and then I had to fix it again because it started leaking again. And it's leaking, it's even leaking again now for the 3rd time. So we did that. There's a lot of things I changed. The strut mount, it has new strut mounts in the front. New brakes, the rotors has been cut. New wheel bearing on the left or right side, I forget which one. It has the left or right side wheel bearing. New sway bar end links. New axles in the front, Hold on, I was trying to focus. I recently put new rims and stuff on it. Not new, but I bought these rims for the Grand Prix, and they're 18s, and they're 18. I think they're 18s. And honestly, they don't look. They look like they go with the car. It makes it look better than what was on there before. I took those ugly chrome rims off of it. So I even fixed the heads-up display. I put a new one. And I think I put a couple of trim pieces here and there, and that's pretty much it. So it still has its problems. At this very moment, I crushed the fender on accident from forgetting to put the lug nut on. It does have like something that's, I don't know, a popping noise when I turn the wheel. Other than that, if I want to go around the block, it needs an alignment like really bad. If I want to drive this down the block, I could do that. It'll drive, it's fine. I just wouldn't drive it far because the power steering is leaking, and last time it was leaking, the more I drove, the more it leaked. So it does have its issues. And then I recently found out sunroof is also leaking. So I just found that out because it had water up in here. But the sunroof works and everything. Everything works, sound system work, all that stuff sounds great. The original plan for this car was to have a nice keep it in a Pontiac family, make it a daily driver. I wanted to put some rims on it. I wanted to maybe lower it just a little bit. I wasn't gonna make it too fast, but I was gonna try to make it sound nice. I was not going to I was gonna put music in it, maybe some 210s or something, you know, just give it a little bang back there. It's gonna be like my ride around car, basically. I was gonna call it the trap car. That's what it was supposed to be. It had the V8 in it, had a little bit of power. Don't get me wrong, this, even though for a 4-wheel drive, this thing, it actually is pretty decent. It actually gets up there. The reason why I'm deciding to let it go is because it's just been sitting here. It's been sitting here for a year. And I haven't, after I crushed the fender, and I just haven't really touched it. And right now, right now, it's just not the time. Like I bought it as a project, and it turned out to be a whole lot more work than what I thought. And I think to have a project car, I need to slowly work my way up to something like this, to where it's a lot of work. I just need to buy something where it's not a lot, that trust me, I have learned so much from working on this car that it makes it easier working on the G8 because of the stuff I learned with this one. But I think maybe it's time to move on with it. And I feel like maybe down the line for the channel, I'll get another project vehicle. But I have to give myself a deadline of finishing that said project vehicle. 3-4 months, I need to be able to finish the vehicle and then decide to get rid of it or keep it. So that's basically where I'm at, because like I said, I've had it for a year, and we drove it a handful of times. We drove it a couple of times, maybe not more than what I could count on my fingers. And at this point, it's just literally just sitting in the garage every now and then. Every couple of weeks, not in the garage, it sits out there in the driveway. Every couple of weeks I have to come out here and start it up, or I have to jump it off, because I'm not starting it up, I'm not driving it, I'm not doing anything with it. Everything works, like the paddle shifters, all that stuff works. I'm probably this week, since we got some sunny weather, I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. Clean it up really nice, and go ahead and list it on Facebook Market. And then I'm gonna clean the inside. I gotta get the water and stuff out of here. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on Facebook Market. And then whatever else I can put it on. If you are watching this and you want to buy it, you most likely will have to put it on the trailer. I would not recommend, I will not recommend you driving it until you get everything fixed on it. because just with the alignment issue and the crushed fender, I haven't checked to see what's broken on that side. If anything is broken, it's simple to change. I didn't break nothing crazy. Like I said, the air work, the heater work, all that stuff works. It's just, it needs to go to somebody that can finish it. And with the mobile detailing business, with my business taking off a little bit more, and we still have Rich Creations, which I'll be doing a video on that soon. With having different things going on, I just honestly don't have time with it. And I mean, we thinking about getting another vehicle, something that's more so a gas saver that is useful, because I'm paying insurance on this car. I pay every month for this car. All the cars that I pay insurance on 5 cars. I pay insurance on the G8. I pay insurance on this car. I pay insurance on the Durango, the van, and I also take care of my dad's truck. I also pay his insurance as well. So that's a lot of cars to have insurance on, especially if I'm not using it. That's the thing. I'm not using this car, so it's no. And at this point, I kept saying, "Oh no, I'm gonna have it up and running." Oh no, and I just had to come. I just have to be realistic with myself and say, you're not doing anything with it. Get rid of it. So it runs. It has an engine, transmission. You could start it. You could do whatever. It runs. The next thing to do is, like I said, I'm gonna clean it up real good and list it as is. I do have a price of what I want for it. Don't ask me if you want it. If you're watching this and you want this and you want to buy the Grand Prix, shoot me an offer. Okay, shoot me an offer. I'll tell you if I'll take that. So I do have the title for it and everything. We'll have to trailer it. I would suggest you trailer it. I would not suggest you drive the car. No matter if you in San Antonio and you we'll be revisiting the Grand Prix. We'll get another one on the channel. Just the best thing to do for this one is to go ahead and let it go. And for the second vehicle that's gonna be leaving is the Durango. I will have that one up for sale as well, because the Durango runs. It has transmission issues. It runs. At this very moment, it needs a starter. Other than that, it was running. I was using it as the vehicle just to, well, not even that. I was saying I was using it as a vehicle to get around, but I kind of wasn't. That's what it was supposed. That's why I was keeping it, just in case something happened. But then the van went down, and then the Durango's down, and there's no use to keeping the Durango. Right now, like I said, I have something in mind. We'll see. Y'all will find out. So one of these days, we'll see. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.